Good morning. It is October the 9th, 2017. It is Columbus Day today, and Antifa has activities planned all around the United States to deface anything about Christopher Columbus. It's amazing, and these people get positive press. What Columbus does for us as traders is it's a bank holiday, and when the banks are on holiday, the markets are open, they do trade, but the volatility usually is not there, or you get a volatility spike off a surprise piece of news. The news is very limited this morning in the United States to NFIB, Small Business Optimism Index, and it's such a small piece of news that nobody bothers to estimate it. They wait till it's out to pick up on it. So I think we're going to have a pretty quiet holiday market here today without a lot of opportunity, or we'll get a huge explosive move in the market off of a unexpected piece of news. We'll start with our disclaimer. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations, unlike an actual performance record. Simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under or overcompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. So normally we come in looking for a couple of 100,000 contracts to be traded overnight. When I come in the morning around 5, we had 92,000 this morning when I came in. So volume was cut by more than half, and that's typical for these days. So I'm guessing we've got a range trade today with sellers 4 to 8 and buyers 28 to the buck, and won't look for a lot in between. The NFIB Small Business Index, previously it was 105.3. I imagine it'll be higher this time, but nobody knows what it is. Biggest news overnight, I was out of Germany. The industrial production was plus 2.6. We were looking for plus 0.5%. The EU Syntax Investor Confidence, I didn't get that number, but it was higher than forecast. So the sentiment out of the EU and Germany's industrial production was higher than forecast. China is back off of its golden week. And normally they, when traders have gone for a week or they're not there, they spend the first day getting back into the markets. My guess is that that'll probably happen tonight in China, given the lack of the U.S. markets. So not a lot to talk about today. 3 to 7, sell 1. 11 to 15, sell 2. On the buy side, the buck to 125. Let them get stops below 125, buy 1. And then 21 to 25, buy 2. Well, there's a cold front coming out of the Rockies. They're supposed to get snow in Denver today. We're supposed to have a high tomorrow of 60 degrees, so that would be a big change. It's supposed to be 85 by the end of the week, though, so we're still, when the wind blows from the south, we're warmer than we should be. When the wind blows from the north, we're colder than we should be. I think it's called fall. I did not watch a football game this weekend. I've got a great book that I'm reading right now by Alex Berenson, The Prisoner. And so a little bit of yard work, a couple of naps, grilled out a couple of times, met with some friends, cracked a fabulous bottle of wine. So it was a great weekend for me. Hopefully it was the same for you. Okay, on the 30-year, 4 to 8's number 1. 11 to 15, sell 1. 19 to 23, sell 2. On the buy side, number 1, 24, 28. Buying 17 to 21. buying 9 to 13. Yeah, this bottle of wine, and I about 5, 6, 7 years ago I bought 6 of them, and it was on sale, and I was told it was good, and I couldn't drink them when I first started out. So once a year I'd bring one of them out, and this happened to be my last one, so it had aged an extra 6 years in the bottle, and it made a heck of a difference. I wouldn't buy that wine except to put it away for 5, 6, 7 years and come back and get it later. But it's Close, Closduval. But it was a welcome surprise. And every now and then it's nice to get a nice surprise. Okay, looking at gold. Gold is up. Just really in a trading range. We've broken out. Our tractor up here is 91, so we've got a 87 to 90, sell 1. 93.95, sell 2. I didn't see a particular piece of news, but China is back after a week off, and we kind of talked about last week the China being out of the market would hurt the gold market. It did. 80.82 on the buy side. 75.77 for buy 2. So 87 to 90, sell 1. 93.95, sell 2. 80.82 buy 1. 75.77 buy 2. Again, I on most markets today we're not going to have much feeling because it's a bank holiday, so we're not looking for a lot out. In fact, a lot of people don't even bother to come in on Columbus Day. But it is a way to work on your 5 to 10,000 hours, and it is of screen time that you do need, and to see how markets behave under holiday conditions, as opposed to reading about it. 95 to 1805, sell 1. 20 to 30, sell 2. On the euro, on the buy side, 65 to 75 buy 1, and 40 to 50 buy 2. Don't look for a lot out of the euro today either. Crude oil's quiet. Probably the most positive article about crude last week was that China's demand is higher than any of the forecasts have said it was going to be. And if the world's economy takes off and grows, the United States and China can pull the rest of the world with them. The demand for crude oil should go up. Biggest negative last week was the return of Libya's largest field, which historically has produced just under 300,000 barrels per day. Okay, clean break in the market right up here is 49.75. Then we have that spill, basically 50.10. So 50 to 75, sell 1. A limit sell at 36. Picking up these two numbers right here would be the first structural sell. Second structural sell picks up with our 50. And then 50, 50 and a quarter, sell 2. On the buy side, Again, banking holiday affects this market too, but it's the one we have the best chance for. We'll put a question mark at this 25 area, so we'll make 49 even, 48.75 by 1, 48 and a quarter, 48.50 by 2. Okay, the E-minis pointed higher. Imagine we are going to retest the 25.50, 51 area. I don't know if we can take it out. So we're going to have resistance at 25.50 to 25.55. And support's going to be 25.40 to 45. And I expect us to trade that range. So you'd think they would be able to get stops above 51. I mean, we're pointed that way right now. So we'll put 53, 55, sell 1, 58.60, sell 2. The idea that we can go higher, I don't know if we can get through 51, but it looks like we should. 45, 47 by 1, and 40, 42 by 2. Let them get stops below the overnight session low. NFIB, Small Business Optimism Index, previously 105.3. My guess is it'll come in higher than that, but I don't think anybody cares. So, Columbus Day even affects equities, but back in the old days when we had some volatility, we looked to equities and crude oil as the markets to trade today. I'm not sure that we can say that about equities today. Okay, it's going to take a bit to get everything up and posted. I'll get busy with that. Back with you as soon as possible.